So here's an example of what this whole thing is surrounded by iron, but here's an example of what seems like it'd be a wheat penny. Okay, so now let me take it to multi and show you what multi does. Hear that? Hear that? It's giving me a more consistent number. So I'm going to dig this and we'll see what it is. So I'm going to call it and see if it's a wheat penny, but you know, you always get surprised. Yeah, so that was a super disgusting corroded penny. Zinc, 6 inches down. Onward. Okay, I'm totally baffled. So I dug a wheat penny there and a wheat penny back there. Oh, check this out. Bumblebee is very interested in me too. Hello. Oops. Hold on, making sure I don't get stung. There we go. He's off on his merry way. Okay. So, and then I dig a freaking bullet. Look at those rings in it. Flat base. Let's see if it says anything on the base. Nothing. 3 rings. I mean, not like a 3-ringer like they say, you know, but I don't know anything about bullets, but I know this is old because it's lead. It just looks old, and I'm turning this. They must have turned the soil over when they put this playground and sawdust in, because or wood chips rather. This is crazy. Just all along this, I'm gonna just do this whole circle here because they obviously turned something over when they put this in. Because this is right on the surface. The 2 pennies were right in the grass, wheat pennies. Alright, onward. Okay, if I got a bullet and 2 wheat pennies over there, this that's acting like a nickel. So let's do a live dig on this guy. This is going to be really hard with one hand. Probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I see something interesting. Oh, guys, this might be a war nickel. Ooh, live war nickel. That's why it was kind of jumping around a little bit. Live war nickel dig. Look at that, 1944. You guys see that? Let's see what our mint mark is. S. Yep. S. Great shape. Super cool live dig. Wow, awesome. See you on the next one. Okay guys, so I got an interesting one here. It's jumpy, but it's acting kind of like a wheat penny. Hopefully you can see those numbers. I'm trying to keep it close. So that's in 15 kilohertz. It's hitting real nice in my headphones. I'm not going to do live volume because I'm in a public park here, but let's go to multi just so you guys can see the numbers. I never like it when it goes down into the teens and goes back up into the 30s, but we're gonna dig this. I mean, it's surrounded by iron, so let's check it out. Okay, I think I got another wheat penny here. It's acting like big iron now. I'll take a look. Older deep pull tab. Good 9.5 inches deep. Okay, got another good hit here. If I turn 90. Getting a little bit of iron there, but I'm still getting a sorry. And that's multi. Let's try park 1. It's really good this way. Let's see what happens if we turn iron bias way up. Still getting it. A little more irony, but okay. I guess since we're there, we'll try F2. Same thing. Okay, I'm gonna dig that. Signal's right there. I'm gonna do a little live dig. Hopefully it's something decent. Huh. There's actually a clad quarter. That was real, unreal. Sounded really deep. Anyway, onward. Oh, I just found this beautiful ornate spoon. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it actually has a lady on it with a paddle in her hand. It's got something written at the top. I don't want to unbend it because it's it might break. I can't. I'll get you guys all the dates and stuff later, but this is freaking awesome. I was just not expecting anything like this today. I'm at a very, very old home site. This is super cool. It says Niagara Falls at the top. Look at that. So cool. Well, I'm thrilled with that. Okay. Cheers. See you on the next one. So I just found a nickel 1956, literally right there. And now, right next to it, I would never dig this, but I'm in 15 kilohertz, so watch if I go to multi, it breaks up even more. Well, that's not too bad, actually. That's the best angle I get it at. So, show you what it is. Okay, so that was a 1950 D Memorial penny. I was really hoping that was silver. Man, that thing was over in the side of the hole. It's only freaking 4 or 5 inches deep, and it was with the 15-inch coil. It was really struggling. I think it's just because there's iron. Oh, sorry, that's 1959 D. Man, almost silver. All right, get back to you if I find anything else. I just found this extremely deep old part of a pocket watch. I'm wondering if this is, it's quite heavy. I'm wondering if this is silver. It's gotta be if it lasted this long. I mean, there's nobody around here with a pocket watch. And this is an old home site. And then this was in the same hole with it. Just strange, there's no other part of the watch. I'm gonna do a little circle around here, see if I can find any other pieces. I'll let you know if I find anything else. That was 10 inches deep. I wasn't expecting this. Got a really old wheat scent here. It looks like it was almost burnt. Kind of black on one side. Looks like a 1937 D. Crazy. I mean, this place, I pounded this place. I can't even tell you for how many hours with how many detectors. And then other detectorists have also pounded it. And it's a very empty field that's surrounded by a little wall. I mean, the field has to only be maybe 500 feet by 200 feet, maybe 300 feet, something like that. 500 by 300, I would say. that's being generous. And it's next to a very, very old house that the field used to belong to. Now it's a little public area. But yeah, I mean, that blows my mind. Anyway, cheers. So right after I turned off the camera, I rescanned the hole and I found this. That's why it was giving me a weird signal. I have no idea what this is, but it's got, whoops, it looks like the Russian, is it Russian? Is that the, yeah, that looks Russian. And then on the back, it says 1936, 15 KOR or KON. Crazy, I've never found one of these before. Super cool. I'm stoked. Let's do another scan of the hole now that we're okay. So what I'll do is I'll grid this area a little bit. Be right back. Okay, just found another spoon. Not as elegant as the last one I found, but it's got a little grape basket, fruit basket there, and then some ornamental stuff at the top. On the back, it says Stratford plate, sectional. This is probably much later than my other spoon, which I have a feeling is quite old. Anyway, rang up. It's right in there, just a few inches deep, so rang up like a thunderbolt. See you on the next one. So I want to show you guys a couple things I found here. This guy was jumping all over the place, like basically like a nail, you know, a big nail, but it was really consistent in one spot. That's how I knew that it had to be something non-ferrous, because it was pinpointing pretty much in one spot, and every time I swept over it didn't. If you guys have ever swept with the Equinox or any other detector, usually big iron sort of starts to drift, and you're like, where the hell is it? It was just there, it's there, it's there, it's there. This stayed in pretty much one nice tight spot. It's got two lines in it. I also found this little guy earlier has little lines in the bottom. I was like, I can't believe that would be a bullet, but maybe. But this guy is definitely a bullet. And let's see if I can get some lines for you here. Huh, this might have a mark on the bottom. Some kind of interesting mark. Anyway, that was about 7.5 inches, 8 inches deep. So, cheers. See you on the next one. Well, I can't believe it, but I just found a really shallow wheat cent. I mean, that thing was only 4 inches deep, so I didn't film. Oh man, let me see if I can get you guys a date here. 19... I don't know what that is, but Interesting. I've been hunting here for hours and hours and hours. There's really nothing because this area's all been filled in, but I decided to go along the this path, and I guess I was right. Anyway, show you if I find anything else. So I just found another wheat penny. Yeah, I have no idea what the date is on that. I'm gonna have to clean it up when I get home, get that back to you guys. I was surprised. I did not sound like it was gonna be a wheatie. But anyway, it's pretty shallow, just another 4-incher. Super noisy around here, just tons of iron. I mean, I'm just trying to pick out the sounds, you know. All right, cheers. Wow. So this signal was just this little squeak. I'm in 50 tone. I'm just trying to teach myself 50 tone. All this time I had a CTX, and I never hunted in 50 tone. But this is a wheat penny, I think. Yeah, definitely a wheat penny. And it was, you know, I don't know, 8 inches deep, but it was just squeaking out. And I actually removed the plug and it kind of disappeared. So guys, never don't dig because your signal disappeared. I just had faith in it, and let me tell you, it hit beautifully in Park 1, Park 2, multi, and it actually smacked in Prospector 1, that gold 1 mode. It just, I keep going back to Keith Southern's gold 1 mode to check, and man, that thing is really accurate. So yeah, check it in those 3. It hit in 15 kilohertz, fine, but man, it just disappeared on me. And so I got it now. I'm super happy. Wow, I've probably been detecting like 5 hours and just found maybe 3 things, so I'm super happy right now. All right, cheers. And that's where I dug the wheat penny that was 8 inches down, and here I got another signal. See what Park 1 sounds like. There's something trying to come through. Let's try prospecting. Look at that thing, smack it. Park 2. Okay guys, I want to dig this. Boom. I'm so happy I got that on camera. Another 9 inches deep, man. What the frick? I'm so happy right now. Guys, I've been detecting 5 hours, 5.5 hours. Look at that, boom, wheat cent. I've never been so happy to get a wheat penny. 1930, I think. Ooh. Oh man, and we got that on film too. Live dig, baby. Yeah. Park 1, Park 2, Prospector. And I told you that Prospector 1 just smacks it. Just cleans. So clear. Right? Cool. Alright. I'll get back to you if there's anything else. I'm gonna grid this area off. Whew. So I just got a deep signal with the 15-inch coil. Park 2 multi-tone. I know I never hunt in multi-tone, but today I'm just messing around. Going by Dankowski's settings, Park 2 multi, iron volume on, recovery speed 2, nothing notched out, no iron rejection, FE, F2, or at 0. So, yeah, I opened the plug and I still have a signal. The 15-inch coil definitely isn't as precise, I don't think, as the 11-inch coil with in terms of target ID. I could be wrong. I'm just saying what I've experienced so far. So, let's see what we got. Well, that wasn't hard. It's been really quite inaccurate. Yeah, see, it keeps giving me pull tabs. No, wait a minute, this isn't a pull tab. No, wait. This is really heavy. What is this? It's definitely older, which makes me happy. I just have no idea what that is. Oh. See, it looks like a pull tab, but it's really heavy. There's no way that's an old pull tab. See how thick that is? Maybe I'm onto an old site, so let's keep looking. This one, oh god, what was it hitting? It was hitting in the 20s and 30s. Look at that, it had a little chain on it. Gold gilt. This is the oldest thing I've found here so far. I mean, I've been so frustrated. It's this beautiful 1920s spot. And you'd think that the soil hadn't been filled. Look at that old foundation right there. There's an old bathroom over there from the 1920s. I'm right next to this old foundation. Big trees right next to me. I did a scan down that field and found nothing but clad. I feel like it's probably been plowed and filled in because of that modern playground right there. But this surprised me. I was repeating, but there's a lot of iron sounds in the hole. It was over in the corner of the hole over there, about 9 inches deep. Oh man, I'm so glad I found something on this hunt. Look at the detail on that. Let's see if I can get a focus. gold gilt. It almost looks like it held money. But, wow, super cool. Okay, I'm gonna grid off this area, and I'll be back with you.